Happy solstice week. Thanks so much for being here. This is Yoga with Georgie. I'm Georgie. And if you have either a yoga strap or like a long beach towel kind of setup, that might be helpful today. And as always, 2 blocks if you like those. And this month in June, the theme has been about radiance, really in honor of the solstice, which is happening in 2 days, the summer solstice. And it's the longest day of the year. And up here in the Pacific Northwest, it will be not probably the sunniest day of the year. It's raining and cloudy. And even though the symbolic threshold, like this earthly wisdom, that's symbolic of like this entry into the next season. Even though we can't control whether it's sunny or rainy or anything, we never can. Like the weather is sometimes the least of our problems around what we can control and we can't. It can still remind us to symbolically really tune into our inner radiance. And by inner radiance, I mean that energy inside of us that is our unique flame, right? Our creative, authentic energy. And right now, the symbolism of summer and of this solstice, this threshold or gateway into the season, is like the biggest, fullest expression, right? The sun is nourishing everything. The flowers are blooming. The trees are full. The grass is everywhere. It is this symbol of fullest expression. And in yoga, we use that term a lot, sometimes around poses. There are variations of poses, and then there's sort of this fullest expression, right? And each week I create this offering, but it's always an offering into the mystery of who will take the class, because I don't know what everyone needs. I can tune in as best as I can to what's going on in the world and these beautiful, wise, natural phenomenon like this threshold into summer. And I can attune to that. And each of us has our own inner energy, our own flame, our own radiance to tend to. And so the invitation today and always is to take what I offer and make it yours. What if we call the fullest expression of the practice today the most loving way you can be to your body? Like how to adore and really honor and just like be with that radiance inside. And how do you need to tend to it today? All right, I think that's all I have to say about that. But if you'd like to do a mudra that symbolizes that inner flame, it's Agni Mudra, and you can take your right thumb and then ground it. You curl all your fingers in and ground it on your left palm. Close your eyes. We're just going to tune with our breath, but feel free to take that mudra to any spot along your torso, really along your spine here in the front of your body that feels intuitively right. Just trust. And if the mudra doesn't feel interesting, feel free to just close your eyes to whatever degree feels comfortable and bring your awareness into your breath. And just let it be natural at first. Notice how you were breathing. And then there's that intelligence of your awareness tunes into your breath. You may notice it starts to inhale more deeply and exhale more fully. If you'd like to symbolically release any busyness or stress with your exhale, feel free. You just arrive here on the mat. This gateway to the summer season. How are you feeling? And what's up for you? If you would like to begin Ujjayi breath, in and out through the nose. with that slight constriction at the back of the throat that brings the vibration of sound to your life force energy. It helps remind us to come back, to tend to that energy all throughout class. Couple more breaths. And when you exhale next, ground your hands next to your body. Inhale, reach high. Turn your palms out, exhale, ground. Reach high with your head, but ground down through your sit bones and hands. Keep going at your own pace. Earth, sky, pranayama. Tune into the wisdom, the cosmos, the earth, and this natural energy that invites us to really pause at the threshold, this seasonal change, and sort out how we want to mindfully move forward to best tend to our inner radiance. Next time you ground your hands, reach up and hold your knees and make some circles with your torso. Keep tuning into your breath. Please reverse, go the other direction. Waking up the spine, getting energy moving. Come to stillness again. Inhale, reach out and bring your hands back towards you. Open your heart. Part of the inhale. Exhale, round the spine like a cat. Tuck your chin. Inhale. Feel free here to get creative with your arms, with your neck and your head. Just tune in. What does your body need right now? Feel free to exhale through the mouth. A little more quickly, or slow it down and linger in any position that feels right. Intuitively, with the wisdom of your body, what do you need? Take a couple more rounds to even it out if you're doing anything asymmetrical side to side. And then exhale, ground the hands. Make your way to your back. Take that breath to really acknowledge and feel that hug of gravity as you land. And then we're going to take a figure four. So bend both legs if they're not already bent, and take your right ankle on top of your left thigh, just below the knee. A little bit different variation today. So if this feels like your pose, stay right here. This is giving you that opening, right? If you want, pull the legs up, flex the feet. Today, take your right hand, reach across, hold your outer right foot. Use your right elbow, press into that like shin and knee area. Gently start to press it away. Take your left hand, hold either the outer knee or the hamstring. Use it to gently pull in. Use your elbow to gently press away. Keep both hips grounded. Notice if when you start to create the tension, if there's any pain, first of all, that is not tending to your fire at all. Back off. If you start to press with your elbow and your left hip rises up, ground it back down. Don't push as much. Breathe into any spots that need a little tending to, that feel tight. When you exhale next, gently pull open that right foot to half happy baby. Pull down with the foot, press up with the hand, push up with the foot. Let the tension start to open that hip even more. Use your left hand, gently pull that knee out. So it's an asymmetry here, but the hips are both open in external rotation, getting that opening. Now, keep your legs where they are. Release your right hand. Curl up a little. Take your arm inside. Then wrap around, grab anywhere you can. It might be your foot, your ankle, your shin. Now, gently pull down and reground your head, reground your shoulders. It's a big opening. If you have that strap or the blanket, you could also wrap it around here on the outside and gently pull down. All right. Now release that hand, extend the leg out to the side. You might use your right hand to support it. I'm going to turn my thumb toward you just so you can see the support. You've got one leg here. You might support it with that right elbow on the earth. You might reach with your hand to the strap to your foot. And for today, take your left hand, hold the outer left foot, press your elbow, and just like we did, come to like a seated fold, like we do those wide-legged forward folds with one leg bent, Janu Shirshasana. Come into that on your back here. All the muscles are turned on. And release. Take your arms along overhead, legs out. Let's do that crescent moon side body twist in between sides. So let your hands come to the left. Maybe hold your right wrist, and as you crescent over to the left, you could move your feet to the left. Your right foot might even come on top of the left. Side crescent on our backs. Inhale, reach the feet long, arms long. Side crescent to the right. Feet to the right if it feels okay. Left foot over. And then inhale back to center. All right. Legs bent this time. Left heel on top of the right leg. This is already external hip rotation. If this is the way you want to tend to your flame, please adore your body here. Love that this is your pose. If it feels okay to lift up your legs, go for it. Today's version, left hand comes to the outside of the left foot, elbow inside. Right hand comes to either the outer shin or the hamstring. So you press out with that left elbow. You pull in with the right hand. The left foot is flexed so that it's almost like you're standing on the ground. The left hand's helping that flexion, that integrity with the foot. Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose, helping us remember to tend to our energy inside. All right, half happy baby. So the left leg comes out to the side. You pull down with the hand, press up with the foot. Right hand might stay right where it is with the knee or pull it a little bit out. This asymmetrical hip opening. Breathe and ground. And then extend that left leg out long. Either support it with the left hand or reach out, hold anywhere on the leg, or use the strap or the towel. I'll show you how these towels are so great. If you've got a long towel, you just wrap it around the foot. Now with the other hand, pull that right foot in, press the right knee out with the elbow for that seated wide-legged fold. One leg is out, one leg is bent, just like we do seated. Janu Shirshasana, Supta variation on our back. All right, release, stretch long. Woo, you can wiggle your hips. And we're going to make our way to a seat, but let's do a little bit of core work on the way. So let's inhale, rise up to boats. You're on your sits bones. Legs can be long or bent. You can hold behind the legs. Exhale, pulse it down. Inhale up, boat. Navasana. Inhale down. We're just going to do 3. One more time. Come up. Feel the core work. And then gently shift forward. Come into table. Wrist creases underneath the shoulders. Fingers wide. Paw at the mat. Inhale, heart forward. Sits bones back. Cow. Exhale, cat. Round and pull the navel towards your vertebra. And then keep going with your breath. And start to tune into what you need now. We've done several versions of these spine openers. Maybe you want to get your hips more into it, or your shoulders, or your neck. Maybe you want to move the legs and the hips towards your heels. Just tune into what you need. and tend to it with your movement. Love on your body. Give it what it wants, what it needs. Take a couple more rounds. And then we're gonna come back to a seat because I forgot to do, I want to do Janu Shirshasana seated. We did it on our back, but I want to do it seated so you feel the difference. So come to a seat and then extend your left leg out, just like we did on our back. Press with the bent foot into the mat so both feet are flexed. Roll those legs a little bit inside. Really root down with your pelvis so you feel like the perineum, the base of your pelvis, going forward, and there's a little bit of the curve in the small of your back. Hands behind you. Reach up. Pull your chin back. Reach with your left arm high. Same leg arm as the leg that's out. And crescent over. Now keep your hips grounded. Reach with the opposite hand, palm facing down. Feel how it feels different seated. And then let's just add a little bit. Use your bottom hand to press into the leg. Twist open just a little bit. Maybe that bottom lung starts to peek up toward the sky, towards the sun, which is coming out where I live. Inhale, rise all the way up. Let's take a twist with a turning to your right, left hand to the opposite knee. Breathe in to lengthen the spine. And breathe out to deepen the spinal rotation. Any amount feels good this early. Release, come through center. Pull that right foot in. Let's take a breath in butterfly. Open your heart. And then exhale, take the right leg out. Again, find your grounding through the perineum, the base of your pelvis, the outer pinky toe. Inhale that. Right arm in, crescent first to get the side body opening. We're going to do a lot of side body today. And then use the arm, gently look up under your top arm toward the sun. Press arm into leg, leg into arm. Let the tension help you open up. Inhale to rise. Exhale to twist to your left. Opposite hand to the bent knee. Other arm behind you to help keep the twist right above your pelvis so your spine isn't in front or behind or to one side. Aligned with the wisdom of these poses to help get that energy in our body moving. All right, exhale, release, come back to sit. One more butterfly, pull that foot in, open the heart. And release. We're going to go to down dog from here. Come back through table. Align your wrist creases with the short edge of the mat. Spread your fingers wide. Really with your fingers with toes tucked. Exhale your hips up and back. Let's take a moment to really find the wisdom and the alignment of this pose. So press your hands into the mat and away from the mat. Then pull your armpits in. It's like it feels like you're rolling in, but it's external rotation with your shoulders. The armpits roll in toward the heart. Shoulders relax down the back. Then breathe fully, like the fullest expression of your breath into the back side of your body. Now bend your knees a lot and then untuck your tailbone, which means press the hips up towards the crease in the wall and the ceiling behind you. All right, now pedal one heel down. Pedal the other heel down. And tend to your body any way it needs in this first downward facing dog. All right, we're going to go for functional forward fold next. So take a moment to pause in stillness. And when you inhale next, step as high as you can on your mat and as wide as your mat. Take your feet, look down. The alignment's really important here. The outer heel, the back of your outer heel is aligned with that long edge of the mat. So is your pinky toe. So your big toes kind of point in. It's only a micro bend in your knees. It's not a big bend because we're going for an opening on the back side. Reach forward with your hands. It can be on a block. Start to shift the weight into your heels. Your hands have no weight in them. They're just keeping you from falling over. As you move, as you shift the weight in your heels, your hips may come behind your ankles. Arms keep moving forward, shoulders pulled back. Take another one of those big, full expressions of breath. This is designed to open up the posterior chain, the back side of your muscles, and strengthen the low back. All right, next time you inhale, shift forward. Weight on all four corners of the feet. Breathe out. Palms to shins. Rise up halfway on the in-breath. Breathe out and fold again. Press back and wide with those inner thighs. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Step in. Find about hips width distance with your feet. Breathe in, reach up again. Hold your right wrist, pressing over to the left. Did this on our back. Now we're doing it standing up. How does it feel differently? For today, twist open, look up. Under that arm. And then inhale, reach up. Second side, left wrist pressing over to the right. Again, find the opening and then do a little bit of a twist, looking high. Inhale up. Exhale, open your heart, cactus. Heart, arms stay about shoulder level, tip the elbows forward. Press in and up with your low back so you're not dumping into it. You're in and up, opening into the back bend. Reach up as you breathe in and exhale into a bind. Breathe in, open your heart, pull your hyoid bone. That's like the bone in your back of your throat. Pull it back. Exhale, fold forward with the bind. Take a moment here, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Your hands may stay down by your sacrum, or you may tip them forward, sort of in a little shoulder flossing way. We're going to take some rotation with the spine here. Bend your right knee, twist over to the left. The arms may fall over to the right side. Gaze up. Inhale to center. Second side, bend the left knee. Hands fall to the left. Gaze up on your right side. Release, come back to center. Let the hands come down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, please step back, find downward facing dog. All right, inhale. Take your right leg high. Ikapada Adho Mukha. Now take a moment here, roll the leg internally. Lengthen through the toes, all the way through the fingers. All right. Exhale, linger, take time to slowly step between your hands. It's like you shift forward to plank, pull the knee toward the nose, and then step. Bring your back knee down. Inhale, rise up, low lunge, Anjaneya, very familiar pose. Really tune into your hips, align, shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, frame your front foot, shift the hips back, come into hamstring stretch, Ardha Hanuman. As always, feel free to palpate to help open up that fascia. With the toes, if the second toe can point toward the sky and you pull back with your heel, that deepens that opening. All right, inhale, pulse forward into the low lunge again, but kickstand your left toes behind you, rise up, right arm over the left. Let's do kneeling warrior 2. I think we did this last week. There's going to be a lot of poses today that repeat things from the month. Okay, find your balance in kneeling warrior 2. And we're going to reverse, which means your back hand is going to ground on the mat. So flip your front palm, reverse, come back, left palm down, right arm high. Take a moment here, feel all the opening that's happening. And then step your right leg out long, turn your toes toward the long side of the mat, ground the sole of your foot, and then bring your right bicep by your ears. Stretch from fingers to toes. I think one of you said this was a great side body opener last time, and that's what we're going for, big side body opening. And all month, we've actually been working on the same things leading up to a big solstice practice today. Now grip with that bottom foot, turn on your core, inhale, rise up. Gate pose, take your arm down that leg, reach with the top palm. You might twist up toward the sky, look under that arm and up. And then inhale, come through center again. Exhale, hands down. I think we did this last week too. Inhale your hips up, press them back. So it's a weird one, but it's setting us up for lizard lunge at the back of the mat. So turn to your left, turn toward the back of the mat, turn your right foot out 45 degrees, bring your back knee down. Now turn toward the camera and mirror you. So that front leg, should be your left leg, is off of this 45-degree angle, external rotation of your hip, right? But the knee's right over the ankle and it's aligned with the second and third toe. So look at that alignment. Now in this, if your hip flexors are tight, which for a lot of us they are, you may have your hips kind of like this. See if you can lean forward, let them find some weight to find the opening on the front of that right thigh leading up into the hip. Okay, now I'm gonna do another opening. Take your left hand, reach under, just like we did when we were on the floor. Take your hand down next to your foot, press your arm into your leg, leg into your arm. See what that opens. All right, release that. Walk your right hand out maybe 6 inches. Take your left hand to your inner thigh. Start to gently push it and then look over that other arm. I think it's to your right. I'm doing my best to mirror. So you're looking away. Feel it in your neck. Now, if you have any pain, don't push. Stop, right? Tend to your inner radiance. All right, release, come back. And we're gonna do a little pulsation here. So from lizard lunge, exhale, bring your hips back, lengthen that leg. It's a little bit different hamstring. Inhale, pulse it forward, open your heart. Exhale back, inhale forward. One more time back. After you pulse it forward this time, lift the back knee and step back. Find down dog facing the back side of your mat. We're entering into a new season. What is the wisdom of the solstice, of this threshold in the summer? What is it helping you understand you need for this next season of your life? All right, please inhale, take your left leg high, internally rotate, of course. Exhale, slowly, mindfully come forward. Knee comes toward the nose and step left foot between, right knee down. Breathe in, rise, Anjane. Take a moment to find your alignment. Breathe deeply, a big full expression. Exhale, frame the foot, shift the hips back. Let's get a deeper hammy stretch here. One more breath. And then inhale, pulse it forward. We're going to rise into that kneeling warrior. So kickstand your right toes behind the right knee, left arms long over the left knee. Take a moment. It's a kind of a weird one. It's a kneeling warrior to left leg bend. All right, we're going to reverse. That means the right hand's going to ground. Flip your front palm as you go back. Guide it down. Reach up. Feel what opens here. And then reach that left leg out long. Ground the feet. Take the bicep by the ear. Feel that length. You might even look up. Twist just a little. Use your core and pull, like ground with that back foot. Rise up. Gate pose. Reach. Inhale through center. Ground your hands in front of you. Lift your hips with that asymmetry. Press it back. And then inhale, turn to the front, lizard lunge. Now your right leg is out at 45, left knee grounded. So let me turn towards you and mirror you again. Take the time to really align. We're going for hip rotation externally, opening hip flexors. Now take your right hand, loop it under, press arm into leg, leg into arm. Tune in. If your inner energy is like, ouch, back off. If your energy likes it, press in more. Feel the opening. And release. Walk the left hand out just maybe 5, 4, 3 inches. Use the other hand, press open. It's okay if you come onto the sort of pinky toe side of that foot, as long as it doesn't hurt your knee. And then gaze to your left. Feel it in your neck, hip flexors, wherever in your body it's tending to. Just tune into that. All right, release, come back. Let's pulse it out. So exhale, get the hamstring stretch. Inhale, heart open, hips heavy. Exhale back. Inhale forward. One more time back. Inhale up. And then lift the back knee. Step back, find Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. See how it's feeling, how it's changed since the first one. Please inhale high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Look where you're going on your path. Hop or step, whatever feels right, to the top of your mat. Breathe in, lift up halfway. Pull the shoulder blades back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a round of breath. Feel free to get a drink of water. Let's do sun salutation, Surya Namaskar. Welcome to the longest day of the year. Hopefully the sunshine will accompany it. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, bow down. Feel free to bend your knees to keep your spine long. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step back to plank, and let's just hold this one for a minute because we haven't done a plank yet today. Really roll the legs internally, pull the flesh of your bum toward your heels. All right, we're going to lower down. Elbows by the side when you're ready. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, untuck the toes. Let's take a breath also in cobra. Feel free to stay low. Pull the shoulder blades back. Pull the chin, the hyoid bone back. All right, exhale, come down, tuck your toes, press up through table, find downward facing dog. Inhale high on the toes, bend the knees, look where you're going, step or hop to the top. Lift up halfway when you get there. Fold and exhale. Sweep the arms out wide. Exhale, bring it down to that inner radiance in your heart. We'll do one more round. Surya Namaskar A. Let's do the full expression, whatever that looks like, lovingly in your body today. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, full. Maybe your fingers stay on the mat for the halfway lift. Press back with your hammies. Exhale, step and lower, all on the out breath. Chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra, high cobra, up dog if you lift your knees. Exhale, hips back, down dog. Inhale, high on your toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Make your way to the top of the mat. Breathe in and lift up halfway when you get there. Fold and exhale. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. If you'd like, use your left thumb, ground it into your palm. Agni Mudra. Feel free to move it anywhere on your torso that intuitively feels right at this point in the practice. When you're ready, inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift and strengthen that low back. Exhale, step back to down dog this time. And we're gonna do a similar sequence, but today it's a little bit different. All right, inhale. Take your right leg high again, three-legged dog. Really stretch long through the toes. And as we do a lot of times, let's add on a hip opener. Bend at the knee, pull your heel to your bum, open it up. Keep your right shoulder where it is. Pull the heel toward the bum. Maybe that knee can go higher. Really tune in. What do you need to tend to here? All right, re-extend the leg long. Turn it back toward the mat. We're going for lizard lunge this time, so you're going to step outside of that hand. So exhale, slowly shift forward knee towards the elbow and step left knee down. Take a moment in lizard lunge. And then let's do that arm underneath. So take your right hand underneath, ground the hand next to the foot. Press arm into leg, leg into arm. Reach as high or reach under as much as you can. All right, release. And turn your toes in so they're facing forward. Lift your hips, come into a long pyramid, high on the back toes. It's a variation here. The feet might be a little bit of a different distance between each other. Pull your right hip back. It's a different hamstring opening again. And now we're going to pulse. So inhale, come through a lunge. Exhale, long pyramid. You could rock those front toes up if you want. Inhale, lunge, heart high, shoulders back. Exhale, hips high. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Come back into the lunge, drop your back heel, rise up warrior two. Now in this warrior two for me, my back heel's bisecting, or my front heel's bisecting my back heel. It doesn't quite feel right. So I'm going to heel toe it in to where it feels aligned to me. So take your time. And that front knee, 90, and it's an external, like away from your body. Full warrior two. And let's reverse. Flip your front palm. Lean back. Palm faces the earth. Inhale back through center. Let's add a side angle. Today, really press the arm into the leg, leg into the arm. You could keep the elbow in the knee. Fingers could come toward the mat. Twist open. Maybe take the bicep by the ear. Woo, I'm getting a little adjustment in the spine. And then inhale, rise all the way up to star. Arms out wide, turn your toes forward. Pause for a moment. Solstice literally means the sun stands still. And at this gateway, it's an invitation to pause about how we want to mindfully tend to our energy as we move into the next season. When you exhale next, fold forward, wide-legged fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Here, press it in, back and wide with the inner thighs. Another cue I love is really tune into the feet, ground all four corners. Pull the big right toe towards the left back heel. It's a weird one. Pull the left toe towards the back right heel. All right. Next time you inhale, take your left arm out in front of you. Weave your right one under, twist around your torso, hold your back leg, twist up under yourself, maybe gaze under that arm like we've been doing all class. Twist up and under, look up toward that big solar star in the sky. Release. Take your right arm out, reach forward with the left, twist, and breathe. Release. Pull the hands under the face, lift up halfway, breathe it. Turn toward the front of your mat, come into a lunge with your left hand grounded, take a twist open, right arm to the sky. Exhale, bring that hand down, step back, find downward facing dog. All right, and now the left leg high with the inner rotation. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Take a moment here. What do you need to do to open that hip even more? Really figure it out in your body. And then re-extend the leg, turn that hip down. Slowly step, lizard lunge, knee comes toward the nose or then the elbow, and then step back, knee down. All right, let's take that weird Arm under, press, arm into leg. See if you can get it as high, like the knee is as high on your arm, close to your shoulder. And release. Turn the toes back forward. Lift the hips, long pyramid. You're high on the back toes. Pull that left hip back. And inhale, come through a lunge. Back hips heavy. Exhale into that pyramid. You can always rock those front toes back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Last time forward. And back. And then come through the lunge as a transition to down dog, as a transition to child's pose. Knees wide, toes touch, hips back. Take the fullest expression of an inhale that you've taken yet. Fill the lungs. Exhale so completely. What's your relationship to this idea, this sense of your inner radiance? And how might you tend to it as we shift with the wisdom of the earth into this next season in the wheel of the year in our lives? Next time you inhale, walk your hands back towards you and pivot so you come into a seat. This is where the towel or the strap might be handy. Use a towel just to prove that it works, to find a long beach towel or something and roll it up. Okay. Now, we're going to do several variations of sundial pose in honor of this longest day of the year, all the idea of this orb, this big radiant orb that we also can tend to inside of ourselves, right? So the first iteration, pick up, and I'm not going to mirror you, so just do what I say. I'm going to do the leg I do. Pick up your right leg. Take your left hand, hold that outer foot, kind of like we did on our backs, but the opposite hand. Take your right hand to the knee. Now, gently start to cradle and rock into some external rotation with that hip, supporting the bend in the knee with the flexed foot, keeping the spine long. You can use the hands to help create that tension to lengthen the spine as you rotate. And stay here and keep doing this. If you want to do a seated half happy baby, come to stillness, switch hands. Take your right hand to the outer pinky toe foot. Take your left hand to your knee. Use that tension. Pull open that right foot. Keep pressing down through the pinky toe side of your left foot. It's like we're on our back here, right? We had an asymmetrical happy baby, right? All right. Another idea is like we did on our back. You can extend your leg long, okay? Take the towel or the strap, take it around your foot, extend it out. You can also use your hand. Really use the tension to keep the spine long. So if you're doing this and your spine is rounded, use the tension to help lengthen the spine. Pull that hyoid bone, your ears, pull them back. All right, now all of those are fantastic variations that could tend to you. This one looks like the sundial to me, you know, a sundial on with that, I think they call it the, I can't remember the name of the thing that sticks out, nomum or nosum. All right, now, if you want to try sundial, bring that foot down for a moment. Remember, the fullest expression we're defining today as love. How can you tend to your body? I'm going to show you the full expression of sundial and decide if that's what's right for your body, okay? Use a strap because it's just so yummy if you can. If you don't, you'll use your hand. All right, pick that same foot up, wrap the strap around it, all right, around the foot. Now, Take your right hand, so your right leg's bent. Take your right hand, do that weird thing we've been doing all throughout class. Take your hand, hike it up so your arm and your leg are pressing into each other as high as you can, okay? Now it's a cat spine right now. Your back is definitely rounded. Now take your right hand, reach all the way out. Reach farther than you think you should until your right hip is grounded. Now start to lengthen that top leg out. Twist up and under, look up. If you don't have a strap, you could hold your hand or come back to that seated hand to foot pose. That's maybe more of a loving, full expression here of sundial for you. All right, release, slowly come back through center. Guide that foot down. And take a moment to be still. Did that tend to your vessel, your body, in the wisest way, in the most loving way? We have a second side. So pick up the left leg, hold the outer foot with the right hand, the knee with the left, and gently do external rotation with the long spine. Breathe. Half happy baby if you would like. Take the left hand to the outer foot, right hand to the bent knee, pull it out. Tension helps open the hip and lengthen the spine. Extend the leg long if that feels interesting. Use the strap. Press through the bottom of your heel long. Maybe one of these is your loving expression. If you want to play with sundial, bring the foot down, find your strap. Or use your hand. If you use your hand, I'll tell you what that looks like. You take your right hand to the outer foot, okay? Use your left hand to hike it up, okay? So your right hand is holding the outer foot or your right hand is holding the strap, okay? Then reach with the left hand further, further, further until your hips are both grounded. Then extend the leg long. Use the tension to twist open and look up under that arm. Press through the hips. Press through the bottom heel. And slowly release. Come back to center. Agni Mudra, either hand. Find the spot on your torso that feels intuitively right. Close your eyes to the degree that feels comfortable. And tune in to your breath. We'll do just a couple of minutes of meditation. And all month we've been doing meditations from the Radiance Sutras, translated by Lauren Roche. And this week we'll do a small part of Yukti 14. Settle in for your meditation. When you close your eyes, attention turns toward the inner glow. The heart sees by its own light, pulsing with subtle flame. In meditation, adore the subtle fire in your heart and above. Dissolve into radiance. Attention turns toward the inner glow. The heart sees by its own light. Adore the subtle fire in your heart and above. Enjoy one more round of breath and meditation. And please release any mudras that you may be holding and flutter your eyes open. Once again, make your way to your back. And as you get there, really enjoy the hug of gravity, support of the earth. We'll do a couple of poses before final rest. So first, bring your knees in for bridge. If you have a block and you want to do supported bridge, go for it. I'll show both. For supported bridge, lift the hips, place the block on its lowest setting or whatever setting feels right at your sacrum. Really find the right spot and then rest back down. Arms can come into cactus. If you don't have a block or if you want to do the traditional bridge, inhale, press your hips up. If you want to go for the bind, go for it. If you want a little step-by-step talking, reach down with your hands, hold the sides of the mat until you can walk your shoulders under, open up the heart, chins away from the chest. Tune in first. Are the hamstrings and the glutes both turned on? Did a lot of hamstring opener. This bridge is helping to end on a strong note with that part of our back part of our legs. Release the back of the mat. Reach it for the bind. If it hurts or if it doesn't feel like it's tending to your body in the right way, release. Take one more breath here. And if you chose the supported bridge, lift your hips, remove the block. From regular bridge, release the bind if you took it, and let's all exhale our hips to the earth. Let the knees fall in for constructive rest. Widen the distance between the feet. Bring your arms up into cactus. Windshield wiper twist. Exhale, knees to the left. You might bring your left foot up, the one that's in front. Gently let it rest on the back knee. You might reach your right arm up, bicep by the ear, and take your left hand over to your rib cage. Give it a gentle tug to the left. Release the hand. Bring the right arm down. Release the foot. Inhale, knees through center. Exhale, windshield wiper twist to the right. Decide how you want to tend to this last rotation of the spine. Maybe you pick your right foot up, the outer heel, on the outer top thigh, just behind the knee. Maybe you bring your left bicep by the ear, reaching long, and your right hand to the rib cage, also on that left side, gently giving it a little hug and deeper rotation maybe. Release the foot, pull the left arm down, release the hug, knees back toward the sun. Happy baby, really ground your sacrum. Knees come up, soles of the feet high. It does not matter where you grab. Pull down, Press up with the feet. Feel the lengthening of the spine. Feel free to rock. Feel free to extend one leg or both legs. And when you're ready for stillness, let the legs come out long. Arms by the side, palms up for a receptive mudra to really drink in all the radiance of your practice. In Shavasana, that natural wisdom of our body knows what to integrate, what to make note didn't work, didn't serve you, didn't tend to your inner flame. So when we rise up in just a few minutes, a little more aligned, that natural wisdom. Feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. And you're ready to bring movement back. Start small, maybe fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. Bring your awareness back to your breath. And decide the best way to rise up to a seat for your body. You might bend one leg at a time, roll to one side, come into a fetal pose first, and then press up. You might rock yourself right up to a seat. If you'd like to bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, the mudra of gratitude and offering, bring the base of your thumbs to your heart and give your heart a little bow with your head. May our practices help us take a little pause at this threshold to really consider how we will tend to our inner radiance during this full expression time of the year, summer, so that we move into this threshold in the most authentic, creative version of our path, of who we are. I'll seal this practice with one Om. Please take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And breathe in for Om. 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 Thank you all so much for practicing, and happy solstice. Namaste.